Dear friends, clients, astrology lovers, followers, here is Olga one more time with the analysis of planetary transit aspects for the second week of October, from the 9th through the 15th of October. I greet you from sunny Costa Rica. Yes, the sun is back to this country because, as maybe you heard, we had some difficult moments recently, extremely heavy rains brought by the hurricanes and the tropical depression. There were regions that were in very bad situations. Me, I was safe, since I'm high in the mountains. Now this is back. Now everybody, they are repairing the roads here, and it will take some time, to get back to the normal life. But hopefully, fortunately, the rainy season will be over in 1 month approximately, and we will enter to the summer, tropical summer, from December to May. Yes, I would like to, as I always do, analyze the major transits of the upcoming week. And the most important astrological event of the week is the ingression of Jupiter in Scorpio, which will mark the second week of October. Jupiter, being the planet of development, expansion, new horizons and prospects, leaves the sign of Libra and enters the sign of Scorpio on the 10th of October, on Tuesday. And what is interesting about this ingression is that it will happen in the context of the beginning of a new cycle of Venus-Mars that started the last week. And why it is symbolic? Because actually Jupiter escapes from the influence of Venus, which is the ruler of Libra, right, where Jupiter was for the couple of months, and Jupiter enters under the influence of Mars, because Mars is the second ruler of Scorpio. All that means that starting from now, during the next 13 months, we will see how and where the role of Jupiter will manifest itself, will be played. Jupiter will play its role in the role of development, expansion, and growth, through the themes of the sign of Scorpio. Common resources that we receive from the outside world, and they use in exchange to the corresponding price, of course. What are these common resources? Money that banks give us, right? Money coming from heritage, from investments, money of others. Also, the themes of Scorpio are internal and hidden mechanism of our interaction with other people and with the world. Deep fears and contradictions because Scorpio is the most contradictive sign, since its ruler are water planet Pluto and fire planet Mars. During the next 12-13 months, we will endeavor to understand the underlying causes of external phenomena. We will dig. We'll try to go to the depth of things, of external phenomena. Yes, and our relations with society will undergo profound transformations also. The ingression of Jupiter in Scorpio can speak of our deep desire to receive profit, to be wealthy. And Jupiter enters in Scorpio on the 10th of October, and on the 26th of October it forms the conjunction with the Sun, and it will mark the beginning of a new cycle of Jupiter in a new sign. The same way as the last week we had the beginning of a new cycle, Sun-Mercury, after its conjunction, at the moment of their conjunction, and the beginning of a new cycle, Mars-Venus, at the moment of their conjunction. So the new cycle of Jupiter will bring us an update of our ambitions, new aspirations in social activities, It will push us to review our beliefs, our positions, our convictions about our place in society, and it will define a quite successful period in material affairs. Yes, everything related to finances and material values. The beginning of the cycle of Jupiter takes place immediately after the beginning of the new cycle of Venus-Mars, right? And we can say that we are at the beginning of a concrete period of the realization of our projects in the financial field, the period of visible, measurable success, and of a great intellectual burden also, intellectual activity. In addition to this major transit, the ingression of Jupiter in Scorpio, we have 3 tense aspects in the beginning of the week. In the very beginning, the Sun and Mercury, being at the peak of their cycle, form difficult aspects with Pluto. On October 9th, square Mercury Pluto, and October 10th on Tuesday, square Sun Pluto. This on one hand contributes to the maximum implementation of projects defined by us in the past, to the manifestation of all hidden and non-visible aspects of our relations with people and society. So this aspect is rather stimulating, and it pushes us towards action. But at the same time, I will finish the thought. Therefore, the beginning of the week is a good time to present our ideas to the public, to find opportunities to fuller implementation of our projects on a larger scale by means of all kinds of cooperation. But since it's a tense aspect, on the other hand, these 2 aspects, square Sun Pluto, square Mercury Pluto, can bring to the surface contradictions, claims or pretensions, and accumulated problems, provoking unpleasant discoveries or the unpleasant revelations. So the environment will be, atmosphere will be not easy, but it will make us move forward. Okay, be ready to hear shocking revelations. This all very often happens on the square Mercury Pluto. On Wednesday, October 11th, Mars will form square to Saturn. We remember the last week Venus formed square to Saturn after its conjunction with Mars. Now is the turn of Mars to form the square with Saturn. The ethic, the principle of Saturn of structuring, restricting, disciplining, limiting, will influence our attempts to build relationships, to manifest our values into the reality, to exchange resources, to begin projects. We can feel situations of extreme tension, and especially in a professional environment, when we have to solve complex tasks, to assume responsibilities and obligations. We can find ourselves in extreme crisis, critical situations, and simply in circumstances that limit us, that contradict us. This is the symbolism of square Mars-Saturn. And because of this square Mars-Saturn in the middle of the week, there is a high likelihood of difficult, severe conflicts, clashes with violent, even cruel people, emergency situations, potentially traumatizing situations, problems with the senior people, with the superiors, with official institutions, especially on Tuesday and Wednesday, the day before the accurate aspect and the day of the exact aspect. How to work out the aspect, because we always have to to find the right strategy or behavior in order to overcome these difficult moments corresponding to a tense aspect. During these days on Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday, we'll have to redirect our energy towards more important and serious tasks. We have to coordinate, to synchronize our short-term projects with the long-term objectives, goals. We'll have to work on our discipline, endurance, to complete or to stop investing in unnecessary or inefficient, ineffective tasks and projects. So the changes, so everything will change in the middle of the week. The changes that took place in the beginning of October will have the evolution after the 13th of October, when we have passed, these three squares: Sun square Pluto, Mercury square Pluto, Mars square Saturn. And starting from Thursday, things will be lighter and easier. In addition, I recall you that on the 12th of October, we enter the last quarter of the moon. The moon will be in the 19th degree of Cancer, so all these tensions of the full moon will be really behind, because we will get closer to the new moon of the 19th of October. Another very interesting phenomena of the upcoming week is that from the second half of the week we will see the beginning of the formation of the configuration of aspect, which is called the KITE. Sorry, what I say? KITE. KITE. Sun and Mercury is still in the orb of their conjunction in Libra. They are in sextile to Saturn in Sagittarius, sextile to the North Lunar Node in Leo. Saturn trine to Uranus, Uranus trine to the node, and the position Mercury-Uranus. So the big trine, and on one of the edges of the trine, that bisextile, two sextiles, okay, and the position between the planet that is on the top of the bisextile with this one of the three planets of the big trine, okay. One of these aspects will be exact during the current week. Other aspects are, of course, forming. They will be exact later, but they already participate in the configuration. So what does it mean, all this, for us? Despite of abrupt turns in our exchanges with people and society, which will be provoked by the position Mercury-Uranus on Sunday, new ways to develop and to reorganize the areas of our lives that we care about will open to us. This is a very promising, very constructive configuration of aspects, pattern of aspects. Here we can talk about an opportunity, unique opportunity, about an opening in the process of self-realization and in the process of realization of our goals through renewal in personal and social relationships. At the same time, less constructive scenarios also risk to occur during the position Mercury-Uranus, which provokes breaking the stability of alliances, cancelling agreements because of the involvement of other people and external factors. The impact of the configuration, the KITE, will be active until the middle of the next week, until October 19th. In other words, the configuration begins to form at the junction of the end of one lunar month and of the beginning of a new lunar month, because we will meet the new one on the 19th. This week, changes in relations with people and the world will be the result of previous initiatives started previously. And the next week, the symbolism of the configuration, the KITE, will be the basis of the new moon of the 19th of October. And it will become one of the most important themes of the next lunar month. The configuration of aspects, the KITE, will affect the formation of the new microcycle of life, which is a lunar month. So once again, I get back to this opposition Mercury-Uranus. During the second half of the week, closer to the end, to Sunday, old ties with past situations may be broken abruptly and unexpectedly. We will have to sacrifice something on behalf of new emerging perspectives. We may tend during opposition Mercury-Uranus, to make radical decisions, being haunted by the thirst for renewal, which will cause misunderstandings, of course, with other people. From October 14th to the 16th, communication, conversations, dialogues can bring unexpected difficulties. Negotiations will reveal unexpected results. New ideas will unfortunately not find support among our entourage. So, if you want to resume, to summarize, the most favorable days of the week are Friday and Saturday, and the beginning of Sunday, because we will already pass the 3 squares of the beginning of the week, and opposition Mercury-Uranus takes place, is formed on Sunday, the second half of the day. So Friday, Saturday, a little bit the first half of Sunday. These are the most suitable moments, that offer us opportunities to successfully complete our, plans and projects, what we really want to do. We won't meet obstacles anymore. The obstacles are behind. We will see the progress. We'll be able to progress in our relationships and partnerships, to solve everyday issues and problems, especially now the moon. In addition to that, the moon is decreasing. Now it's the period of appeasement, of completion. So get advantage of Thursday and Friday and Saturday. So the first half of the week will be a little bit tough with the obstacles and limitations. The last thing, the second ingression of the week, the Venus into the sign of Libra, it leaves Virgo and enters Libra on the 14th of October, and where it will stay, Venus will stay in Libra until the 7th of November. During the transit of Venus by the sign of Libra, people aspire to peace and harmony in relationships, trying to resolve conflicts peacefully. They become more tolerant towards the feelings and needs and desires of others. They're more open to compromise. During this period, sensitivity, delicacy, tact and diplomacy are particularly appreciated by us and by other people in our own behavior. A new acquaintance during this period may speak either of the possibility of a business partnership or of the beginning of a new relationship that could lead eventually to a marriage. Also, the transit of Venus by Libra is a good period for presentations to events related to art, fashion, design. People are happy when they spend money, the symbolism of Venus also, for beautiful objects, articles, beautiful things, for everything that gives them pleasure. And also money can come from a marriage partner or from a business partner. And since Venus will be in the planet in the sign of its rulership, it will be a very favorable time for engagement, betrothal, for marriage celebration and other festivities. So these are also characteristics of those who have Venus and Libra in their birth chart, of course. This is the way how these people are, how they interact with others, right, in their partnership relationships, like the sign of Libra. This is everything for today. I hope information was interesting and will be useful. Take care of yourself, be wise, and I'll talk to you very soon the next week. Goodbye.